Hi, folks. It's Todd Dills here, Overdrive Senior Editor, coming to you live with an announcement of sorts. We're going to be hosting a live panel discussion next week, Thursday, May 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern, dealing with diesel's after treatment demons, it's going to be called. That'll be 4 p.m. Central and 2 p.m. for those of you on the West Coast, of course. And our topic, emission systems and maintenance, both when it comes to the preventive variety and the assistance that any driver can give to shop personnel in efforts to diagnose problems when the dashboard lights up. We're going to have two diesel pros on with us. Pittsburgh Power founder Bruce Mallinson, I know many of you will be readily familiar with for his company's long work engineering efficiency improvements to modern diesels since starting out in the 1970s. The other will be Jeff Gray, second generation owner of Gray's Garage in Pontiac, Illinois, serving maintenance needs of owner-operators and fleets in the area southwest of Chicago. But we'll also have Overdrive's own Gary Buchs, who retired from the road in 2019 and has since been deeply involved in the businesses of scores of owner-operators as a mentor and consultant. So I wanted to bring Gary on here today to sort of set up the goals of the discussion for next week and give you a little preview of the topic. As it was a story of Gary's published at Overdrive a couple of months ago that led to the question of just how owner-operators, particularly those who've bought used post-2007 emission spec equipment, well, how those owners should approach preventive maintenance, specifically of the emission system itself. Gary's here with me now, so give us a little background, Gary, on the story you told on Overdrive.
Yes, thank you, Todd. We're looking forward to this opportunity. It seems like what we know about these systems is they work, they don't work. It seems there's little in between. And they're, the nature of these systems and the cost of maintaining them is a deterrent. And that is one of the things that I learned quite a bit. And so what started this whole idea was my discussion with a longtime friend and associate truck owner, John Osinga in Virginia. Todd, for months and weeks, had repetitive problems. They replaced multiple sensors, doser valve, one thing and another. But it wasn't until they actually put a camera scope inside his equipment, his after treatment system, and actually found that there were broken parts inside. And what made me think about this is how often are we misdiagnosing and we're just putting band-aids on these systems. We go in, we want to get going cheap as we can, we want to go fast. We've maybe waited even a day or two or three to get in the shop. But that is a deterrent for us to go to the full and complete maintenance. I think part of the discussion we want to do here is, one, preventive maintenance. How do we do it better? The systems, the programming updates. How do we make sure that the shop we go into checks for those things? How do we go online and find if there are updates for our equipment? How do we help the service techs help ourselves by giving them full and complete information about where we've been with the truck, what shops, what has been done previously? When we walk in, we give them VIN numbers and serial numbers and pertinent information they need to help us. And think about as a goal, really what we're trying to do is figure out how to manage our costs, our downtime the best we can. And the end goal, what I see is get that system back where it'll go another 500,000 like it did originally with few problems. I think we're going to find a few tips that may be able to help people nudge them into better decisions.
I think so. And everybody out there listening, just join us. That's going to be me, Gary, Bruce Mallinson, and Jeff Gray. That'll be Thursday, May the 20th at 5 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube or via overdriveonline.com, where you can also register for the event and receive email reminders about just where and when you can watch and participate live there. Find a link to that registration page in the description that goes along with this live stream or video if you're watching it later. And if you've got questions about your own rig's DPF and or SCR system with its diesel exhaust fluid dosing, or want to share your own preventive maintenance approach when it comes to emissions, go ahead and drop those questions in the comments here, and I'll pick them up and send along to the panelists live next week. Again, Thursday, May 20th, 5 p.m. Eastern, dealing with your diesel's after treatment demons. We'll see you back here then.